In this video, we're going to show you the perfect itinerary for Milan. One of the questions we get asked most is how many days to stay in the city. To see the essentials, 2 days is enough. But to do the most famous day trip to Lake Como and enjoy the city calmly, we recommend 4 days. That's why we've prepared a super complete 4-day itinerary with the best of Milan. We've grouped the sites by area, so you don't waste time. If you have less time, you can cut the Lake Como day or the shopping day. So let's get started. When is the best time to visit Milan? In our opinion, the best times are spring, between April and June, and fall in September and October. The temperatures are mild, perfect for walking. We recommend avoiding the month of August. Besides being very hot and humid, it's the vacation month for Italians. Many local shops and restaurants close, and the city feels a bit empty. Winter, from November to March, is cold, gray, and damp. But it's the time for fashion weeks and the Christmas markets in December. So, how will our 4-day itinerary work? The idea is to use Milan as a single base, staying at the same hotel. The secret to Milan is using the metro to get between regions and walking a lot within them. Do not rent a car. We'll divide the days by themes. 1 day for the Duomo and the center, 1 day for art and history, a full day trip to Lake Como, and a final day for modern districts and shopping. Now, let's get to the day-by-day plan. Day 1. Arrival, Duomo, and Galleria. Take the first day to arrive. You'll likely fly into Malpensa Airport. The easiest way to get to the center is by taking the Malpensa Express train. It takes 50 minutes and costs €13, dropping you at Stazione Centrale or Cadorna Station. From there, take the metro to your hotel. After checking in, let's head to the heart of the city. Take the metro to the Duomo station. Emerge and come face-to-face with the Milan Cathedral. It's one of the most spectacular Gothic churches in the world. The unmissable attraction is going up to the terraces, the rooftop of the cathedral. You literally walk among the statues and marble spires. It's incredible. We recommend buying the full pass, which gives access to the cathedral, museum, and rooftops by elevator. It costs about €25. Buy online in advance to avoid lines. Set aside at least 2 hours to see everything. Afterward, enter the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, the world's oldest luxury shopping mall. Entry is free. Even if you're not going to buy anything at the Prada or Gucci stores, the visit is mandatory. Don't forget to find the bull mosaic on the floor. Tradition says you must place your right heel on the specific spot and spin 3 times for good luck. For dinner, the tradition in Milan is aperitivo. The golden tip is to go to Terrazza Aperol in the Duomo Square. You'll pay about €20 for an Aperol spritz, but you'll have the best view of the illuminated cathedral and access to a snack buffet. Day 2. The Last Supper, Brera, and Castle. Today is for seeing one of history's most famous artworks. But be warned, you need to have planned this months in advance. We're talking about The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci, or Il Cenacolo. It's on the wall of the Santa Maria delle Grazie Church. To get there, take the metro to Cadorna Station. Official tickets cost €15 and sell out in minutes when sales open, months ahead. If you couldn't get one, the only way to see it is by booking a guided tour, which will cost much more, around €60 or €70, but it includes the ticket. The visit lasts exactly 15 minutes. For lunch, let's go to a Milan legend, Luini. It's near the Duomo. It's a tiny shop that sells panzerotti, a type of fried turnover stuffed with tomato and mozzarella. It costs about €5 and is always packed. Eat it on the street. In the afternoon, explore Castello Sforzesco. It's a huge red brick castle. Entry to the castle courtyard is free. Inside, it houses several museums, and the ticket for all of them costs only €5. The highlight is Michelangelo's last sculpture, the Pietà Rondinini. Afterward, walk through Parco Sempione, which is behind the castle. It's Milan's central park. At night, head to the Brera district. It's Milan's artistic and bohemian neighborhood. It's super charming, with cobblestone streets and cafes. It's the perfect place for a more sophisticated dinner. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. You'll be close to all these tourist spots. In Milan, lodging is expensive. The best area for tourists is the center, near the Duomo. The advantage is obvious. You'll do everything on foot. The disadvantage is the price. It's the most expensive area. The second option, and our favorite for logistics, is to stay near Stazione Centrale, the central train station. The area has been completely revitalized and has many new modern hotels with better prices. The advantage is that you can easily get from Malpensa Airport, and from there, take the metro and be at the Duomo in 10 minutes. If you want charm and nightlife, look for hotels in Brera or Navigli. They are beautiful neighborhoods full of restaurants and bars. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in the center or near the central station, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code on the screen, and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. There's one that is very cheap and super well located near the central station, and another that's a bit nicer, near the Duomo. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay, especially during fashion weeks. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips, and that have everything much cheaper. Travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all attractions, good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account to carry money paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Day 3. Day trip to Lake Como. Today is for the most famous day trip from Milan. Wake up early. The best way to get there is by regional train. You have two options. Take the train from Milano Central Station to Varenna Esino. The journey takes 1 hour. Or take the train from Milano Cadorna Station to Como Nord Lago Station. The journey takes 40 minutes and costs only €5. We recommend going to Como. Arriving in the town of Como, the first thing to do is take the Como Brunate funicular. It's a small train that climbs the mountain to the village of Brunate. The ride takes 7 minutes, and the round-trip ticket costs about €6. From the top, you have a spectacular view of the entire lake and the Swiss Alps. After coming down, go to the pier and take the ferry. This is the main attraction. The best option is to buy the Mid-Lake Day Pass, which costs about €26 and lets you visit the main villages. The mandatory stop is Bellagio, known as the Pearl of the Lake. It's a beautiful little town, full of flowers, chic shops, and stunning views. For lunch, eat in Bellagio. A mid-range option with a view is Ristorante Terrazza Barchetta. In the afternoon, take the ferry to Varenna, which is a super charming fishing village on the other side of the lake. It's less crowded and more authentic than Bellagio. In the late afternoon, take the ferry back to Como and the train back to Milan. It's a long but unforgettable day. Day 4. Shopping and Navigli district. On your last day, it's time for shopping. If you want luxury, walk through the Quadrilatero d'Oro, the Golden Quadrilateral, on Via Monte Napoleone. If you want more normal, accessible shops, walk down Corso Buenos Aires. It's a shopping street that stretches for kilometers, full of department stores and European brands. If you want an outlet, the most famous is Serravalle Designer Outlet. It's about an hour from Milan, and there are tourist buses that leave from the city center, near the central station. The bus ticket costs about €25 round trip. It's an all-day trip. For your farewell dinner, head to the Navigli district. This is the Canal district. It's the best place to enjoy a real Milanese aperitivo, like the locals do. Sit at one of the bars along the canal, like Mag Cafe. Order a drink, which will cost about €15, and enjoy the included snack buffet. It's the perfect, cheap way to end the trip. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the Last Supper, the Milan Duomo, and the La Scala Opera House often sell out days before. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site, where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Skip the line tickets for the Duomo and rooftops, the nearly impossible ticket for the Last Supper, and train and boat passes for Lake Como, all at the best price. And you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. Now let's talk about transportation, reinforcing it. The best way to get around Milan is on foot and by metro. The single ticket costs €2.20 and is valid for 90 minutes. The 3-day pass costs €13 and is a great value. Do not rent a car in Milan. The traffic is chaotic, and the ZTL, or limited traffic zone, fines are very expensive. About travel insurance, essential and mandatory to enter Europe. You need coverage of €30,000. Use the comparator in the link in the description to save money. Quick shopping tips: Corso Buenos Aires for normal stores, Quadrilatero d'Oro for luxury, Serravalle outlet for discounts, and remember, tax-free on purchases over €70. Validate at Malpensa Airport. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Subscribe and like the video for more tips. And how much does it cost to eat in Milan? It's the most expensive city in Italy. A Big Mac combo costs €11. Water at a restaurant is expensive. Ask for a carafe d'eau, which is free tap water. The best way to save money is the aperitivo. Pay €15 for a drink and get a full buffet. For a cheap lunch, the panzerotti at Luini costs €5. And what to do at night? The night is buzzing in the Navigli district, with its canals and aperitivo bars. The Brera district is chicer and more sophisticated, with wine bars. And if you're traveling with children, take the kids to the Leonardo da Vinci Museum of Science and Technology. It's incredible, full of interactive inventions, and even has a real submarine they'll also love climbing on the roof of the Duomo. And to combine your trip, Milan is the best transport hub in northern Italy. By high-speed train, you are just 1 hour from Turin. You are 1 hour and 15 minutes from Verona and 2.5 hours from Venice. If you liked this detailed Milan itinerary, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Leave your questions in the comments. Thank you very much and have a great trip.